What's up, y'all? My name is Calvin,
And my name is Kevin
and this is 10,
with the twins,
and we are,
the Blasian twins.
and we're just here hanging out, catching up, 10 minutes. If you haven't saw our last one, check it out on our YouTube channel.
It's also on Facebook too.
Yes, and Facebook. That's where we're putting the long versions. Follow us on IG if you just want to see some of our other content too, along with snippets, small pieces of this. All right, so what are we talking about today?
So what we're going to talk about today is what got us to where we are right now. Now we're not going to go super far back, but we're going to start with our jobs. So what different jobs do we have to get to where we are now?
But wait, where are we now? That's the question.
Oh,
That's
right
what I
now
wanna
we're in
know.
a field recording 10 with the twins. But we're actually in
Sometimes I
Atlanta.
just want to punch him in the face.
We're in Atlanta right now. That's where we are.
And why are we in Atlanta? That's what I'm trying to get to.
I don't know. Why don't you seem like you got
All
an
right,
answer.
we came to Atlanta because we knew we needed, not needed. Well, if you feel like it's your purpose, and yeah, we felt the need to have to move to Atlanta for the film industry because we were living in Alabama, and there are just more opportunities out here. So, yes, we are in a field in the Atlanta area, and let's talk about a job that we both have now. So I'm working at a martial arts dojo, teaching full time, while pursuing this career in the entertainment industry.
And I'm working at a martial arts dojo full time while pursuing work in the entertainment industry. So
And
we're doing the same thing.
It's been a really interesting journey. We don't have a talent agent, we don't have a manager, and we still happen to get onto a show on the CW.
Black Lightning.
Yeah, and it was just miraculous and incredible that we got that opportunity because of our talent.
We actually got to be bodyguards for Jill Scott. So I've gotten a lot of people be like, wait, I know those twins. Wait,
Right.
weren't you on this show?
Yeah, it would be like, it's more people than I realized. Like, a lot of people seen it, and I didn't think as many people did realize it, because to us it felt like, small role, small tiny role, but to people that have seen us growing up, and to new people who might see our martial arts online, like, they see us and they're like, whoa, that's them. Yeah, so let's talk about leading up to that point as far as martial arts. Okay, so we started at the age of 5 in Seoul, Korea, and our grandmaster trained the military police that used to protect the president there.
And yeah, we were getting training from him. And it was actually the same grandmaster that taught our sisters too. Our sisters also were black belts in Hapkido. So that's what we started with. We started with Hapkido. Then we started doing a bunch of other arts growing up. We started doing Taekwondo, then Kung Fu, Capoeira, Filipino martial arts, boxing. What else is on there?
A whole lot of stuff. So, I mean, with 23, 24 years of experience, you're going to learn something. And it's just so cool that we got to use those skills at the audition that we were talking about. So,
Oh yeah, we did. We did get to use those
let's
skills,
talk
so.
about the audition for Black Lightning. So we show up, we're like the last couple people to go.
We are.
Okay.
So there's a long line of people doing auditions for Black Lightning.
All the black people that could do stunts, that could do acrobats, that could do martial arts, all the black people in Atlanta that are capable, were out there at the tryouts, the auditions, and
A lot of them got work from there because there's a lot of roles that needed to be filled. So congrats to everybody that were there and also continue to get work and had work before that. I really look up to you guys. Big inspiration. So it was cool to be in a room full of you guys.
and it was just awesome. We did the audition part, which was like a 6-part fight choreography, whatever.
It was a 8-beat choreography.
8 beat. Anyways, you got to do punches and kicks, take a reaction, all of that. And luckily, we have been practicing that because one of the other things in Alabama that we did was we went to film school.
Yep, we went to film school.
Right.
So I remember when we went to film school. In fact, first, before we went to film school, our dad wanted us to go to school for nursing because he knew that would be a job that, people always getting hurt. He knew that
Imagine the Blasian twins as nurses, right? Just in the hospital, like, all right, ready for your checkup? All right, he get the blood pressure, I'll get the IV.
Oh, oh man, we would probably mess with
he'll
patients.
rap to you.
We would mess with so many
He'll calm you
patients.
down. Nursing was just not our calling. Even though we would always have employment, it just didn't feel like the right thing. So, but what did we do instead?
So we went to film school, and I remember the first movie set that we ever went on. I think it was 2013. We were like, okay, we're in school, but we got to see what it's like to be on an actual set. So the first set that we ever went on was Jurassic World.
Jurassic World. It was 7 days in hot ass New Orleans. Excuse me for my French, but it was so hot. We were just sweating.
It was hot, but it was so fun. It was so worth it. Like, they used actual film for that movie. So
Steven Spielberg film style. They had a helicopter with the film camera in it flying by, and it was like our first experience on a huge,
not
huge
digital
movie set.
When I say film, like actual film, so not digital.
Like
and
rolling like.
And yeah, there were hundreds of people there. We were just there just to see what it was like to be on set. So it was great to be a part of that movie there. In fact, you can see his ponytail on one.
I have a pink shirt on, and like I'm actually made it on the website. Like taking a picture of somebody, and it's some dinosaur bones behind me. So that was our first experience. I got to meet Chris Pratt. He came out, and because we were just background extras, we just were in film school, and we're seeing all these different positions, and we're talking about how it is on set. The best way to learn and get that experience was just go on there.
Let's actually be there.
Yeah. Took a couple emails just to become a background extra, and so it was our
So
first
if you're in the
experience.
Atlanta area looking to do something, look at that.
And you haven't started, like, just try that. I'm not saying you should do that, because we're not here pursuing to be background extras, right? That's not the goal. Our goal is using our skills and our talents, our martial arts, our skills that we learned in film school, our creativity that we are learning and cultivating on our own. Like, we want to bring that all together because we see the value in it. It's just now being able to share the value that we have with you all. Okay, and we just have such a long way that we came from. It's been since 2015 that we've been pursuing this.
Yes, 2015. I mean, really a little bit before that. We can say it started way before that. But first film set was 2013, Jurassic World, and then after that, we just kept doing extra roles just to be on set, get used to what it's like being on a film set. One of them was Insurgent. You remember Insurgent?
Insurgent, yes. And it's
I
crazy.
remember watching that movie. We were watching the first movie, Divergent, with our uncle in Texas. That was when we went. We were on Ninja Warrior. You remember that?
Yeah.
We were actually on Ninja Warrior in 2013. Flop.
He got further than me by one obstacle.
But I got disqualified. But yeah, we were there with our uncle watching the movie Divergent. I was like, man, it would be cool to be a Dauntless in this movie. That's what I would be.
We were Dauntless rebels for real. We had the guns, we had the chain coming down. It was so cool. It was so awesome. And like, all those experiences helped us and gave us the information that we needed to be able to know how to be on set and the etiquette and know how to interact with celebrities, people who are famous. It was
It's a workplace. That's what you got to remember. It's a workplace.
And so,
people, minute and 28 seconds.
All right, people get big-headed about how the industry is because you see people on TV. It's like, it seems like more than it really is just an image thing. Just like you see your friends on social media, they're making their lives look like it's a lot better than it really is. The truth is, they choose what to put on there. TV and film, you choose what to put on there. Social media, like we're using right now, we're choosing to put this on here.
And the best thing that we decided to put on is our authenticity, because that's what's going to last beyond anything. So, yeah, the authenticity. So let's go through it quickly. I know we'll probably have to do another video talking about this more because this is only scratching the surface. So we've actually done work in music videos with B.O.B. I remember I worked on a Peter Squared music video.
Is that P
P Squared?
P Squared.
Yeah, P Squared. Peter.
Yeah, Peter. Yeah, we worked on. My first speaking lines ever on TV was "Ambitions." Got to punch Jamie in the face. I punched a dude in the face. Not in real life. It was acting. I got my eyeball cut out in Black Lightning.
Black Lightning.
Yeah, I got slapped in the face by
and remember that story?
by James Remar by
Remember
freaking.
when you were a stand-in for Hannibal Buress?
Oh, that's a funny story. We'll talk about that next time.
It made me upset.
It's so funny. All right, we'll talk about Hannibal Buress and that whole
5 seconds.
stand-in story. That's 10 with the twins. We hope y'all had a good one. Peace.